resistance training and bringing you another video. Today's video topic is recovery and how to use program to facilitate the proper recovery from your workouts. Okay, so let's get into this. I believe, as being an elderly person, I'm 67 years old, okay? I believe that proper rest and recuperation from stimulus, from exercise, is the most important factor in making gains. I also believe that in my age bracket, it's very important, but I also believe that it's important for younger people as well, in their 20s and 30s. I believe that they're overzealous and they train too much, too long, and I believe so wholeheartedly in my heart that if they bump their training down and train properly, they would make exceptionally more gains than they are doing it by listening to these YouTube influencers. The reason you have YouTube influencers all over the place is exactly because these people aren't making gains. Otherwise, if everyone were making gains in the gym and getting big and strong, there wouldn't be everyone scrambling to see these guys for advice. So the advice is simple. What is it? Basic compound movements. Your basics, your deadlift, your squat, your bench press, bent rows, chin-ups, military press, seated press, dumbbell presses, barbell curls, lying triceps, neck, and calves. Basically the big core. You don't need a fancy gym to do these. If you have a barbell and a rack and a bench, that's all you need. You don't need any fancy machines. You don't need any bullshit. Believe it. I'm an old guy and I go in my garage and I also go to the gym for a change, for something different once in a while. But the basics is what's going to get you to where you want to go, especially if you're a young guy. So you want to be able to get to good numbers. Okay, you want to get to a 300-pound squat. You want to get to a 250 bench, a military or an overhead press of at least 145, 150. Okay, these numbers are not out there like some of these YouTubers. Oh, you got to bench 400. No, these are very realistic goals. How do I know? A 315-pound squat. I'm up to a 405 deadlift. It's taken me a while. I hit 405 about a month ago. These are good numbers, okay, that anyone that puts their mind to it and hard work can reach. Stop listening to all the BS and all the bullshit. It's not as hard as it seems. You must get your rest and you must recuperate. I say this so passionately because you have to recuperate from the stimulus. Okay? There are guys and young people going 6, 7, 5, even 5. I cut it off at 4 days. You shouldn't be in the gym any more than 4 days per week. Okay? And you're going to say, well, Claudio, you got to train muscle groups twice, 3 times a week in order to get protein synthesis in order to grow. That's hogwash bullshit. That is such bullshit. You're going to, if for instance, if Monday I'm doing chin-ups, I do 6, 7 sets with weighted, okay, chin-ups on Monday, and then Friday I do curls. I've hit my biceps twice in that week. Sure, the chin-ups aren't going to be a direct, but chin-ups are almost, or if not better than curls. That's what I do. On Monday, I'm hitting chins. On Friday, I'm doing curls. That's all you need. There's overlap There is overlap in everything, okay? So you have to properly design a program where everything is touching something else in that week. I'll get into how to do that in another video. Today's video, I'm going to focus on recovery. Recovery is so important that you just don't understand. As a natural lifter, it is very important. You see, the reason steroids work, anabolic steroids, testosterone, the reasons these chemicals work is because they turn over protein very quickly. In other words, you heal very rapidly. You can go to the gym on Friday, or you can go on, you can go Monday, blast your chest like there's no tomorrow, and then you can do it again on Friday, blast your chest, because you're going to be healed up. Naturals don't heal like this, especially guys my age. We don't heal like that. And even when you're assisted, you can still even go overboard and train too much, even if you've got help. So the importance of proper recovery is numero uno, okay? No more than 4 days a week in the gym. You have to stimulate, and then you have to allow to come back to baseline to heal from the damage, come to baseline, and then you got to super compensate for that muscle, not just to come to baseline, but go above baseline and get bigger and stronger. So when you stimulate that muscle again, it will be stronger and be able to take that stimulus again at a next level. Now, of course, that's going to run out. Those are called plateaus. And you deal with those. I will make a video how to deal with that in later videos. But when that happens, if you're a new lifter and you're new to the game, you've got a long ways to go. If you program correctly, stalls and plateaus will be far and few in between. You shouldn't see any plateaus on any given program for at least 6 months, okay? And then once you get there, okay, you hit a plateau, there's ways to maneuver around that I'll get into another video. But for right now, just remember, you have to recuperate from the stimulus. You can't go all out and train 7 days, 6 days a week. These guys that are doing that, I'm going to tell you something. These guys that are training 5 to 6 days a week, you know, they're either on something or they're training very, very not as intense as they should. If I work out 6, 7 days a week, when I do curls, I'm going to have to do fewer sets, and I'm going to have to go at a lower intensity than it, because I'm going to have to train that same body part in a few days, okay? And you don't need to. That is the improper way to train. Train hard and heavy, get stronger, and you will get bigger. And don't buy into this stuff that you need to, hypertrophy training is a different type of training than strength. That's horse shit. That's true to a point. If you're a power lifter and doing the three big lifts, deadlift, squat, and bench, and that's all your focus is, of course, that's going to be a different deal altogether. But if you're training with the big compounds, your squat, your deadlift, your bench, overhead press, your chin-ups, bent rows, barbell curls, lying triceps, neck work, calf work, you are then a body builder. You are building the body. But that doesn't mean that you can't go heavy. That doesn't mean that you should go on approach your training in a different manner. Go heavy and cycle your training in different blocks. A hypertrophy block, a strength block, lower reps, higher reps on one block, just like power lifters do. Cycle throughout the year to get stronger and stronger, and believe me, you will get bigger and stronger. So for now, remember, take this message home with you that you must recuperate, and recuperation is the most important, overlooked part of your whole workout routine. Okay, now, one more thing, and I'm out of here. That doesn't mean that this is some kind of Mike Menser one set. I'm a high volume person. When I train body parts, for example, chin-ups, okay, on Monday. I'll do 6 to 8 sets weighted. That's one exercise out of my routine. For example, I'll give you what I do on Monday. I do incline bench, 6 to 8 sets, chin-ups, okay, 6 to 8 sets, tricep push-down, 6 to 8 sets, and dumbbell curls, okay, on an incline. 4 exercises, and I'm pushing hard and heavy, and I'm doing some high volume sets here, okay? And that's how I do my workouts. I work out in a higher volume, and that doesn't mean that it's lightweight. High intensity, higher volume work. For instance, if I'm doing incline bench, okay, is the first exercise on Monday. I want to put this out to you so you get an idea. The first set's going to be maybe 8 reps. The second set, 6. The third set, maybe 4 or 5, and it goes on. Once I reach down to the 6th or 7th set, like let's say set 6, 7, and 8, they're going to be in the 3 or 4 rep ranges. They're going to be heavy. Then I'm done. I don't do any AMRAPs. I don't do nothing. The muscle's been stimulated and move. I move on to chin-ups. I move on to the next exercise in that template. So that's what I wanted to get clear. This is not some kind of Mike Metzger heavy-duty routine. The point I'm trying to make here is that workout on Monday will not be repeated until next Monday, okay? And Wednesday is a leg day. Leg day is always going to be in the middle. And then Friday is a shoulder day. Overhead presses, barbell curls. You get it? So Monday's workout is going to be touching Friday's workout. In other words, Fridays and Mondays, they both overlap each other in some ways. And some muscles are being worked again twice. So there you have it. Resistance training. Remember, don't get BS by the BSers out there. Eat good and eat and sleep and get big and strong. We'll talk to you later.